Hey Tarot Tribe, it's Dustin from A Modern Metaphysic Man, and today I thought we could take a trip through the Illuminated Earth Oracle. I guess this is the first Oracle deck I have shown on my channel now, and Oracle decks are something I have a handful of, but it's not something that I really got into until fairly recently, actually. But this is probably my most used Oracle deck. I use this for sort of all of my forecasting spreads when I do, like my week ahead or my month ahead spreads. I usually pull a card from this just to kind of get a little nugget of wisdom. But I do want to give a shout out to Jennifer, or WyllowWynd, here on YouTube, who is known as the Thrifty Witch. I've lurked in her channel for a while, but I'm really trying to participate more in the YouTube community. And I posted on her Facebook group 3 different decks that I was thinking about doing reviews of, and lots of people there responded. So thank you if you responded. I appreciate your feedback. And thank you to Jennifer, who's super supportive of everyone, not only in the tarot community, but in the witchcraft Wicca community as well. So yeah, let's dig into the Illuminated Earth Oracle. Also, please ignore the little scrapes on my hand. We have a kitten in the house who is still learning how to not be so rough when she plays. So, the Illuminated Earth Oracle, which is a deck by Claire Mack, and I'll post a link to her Instagram, to her Etsy shop in the description below. It is a self-published independent deck. It's a 63 card Oracle deck, and it's amazing. It comes in a 2-part box. The box is really sturdy. It has these gold accent pieces that shimmer in the light, which is really nice. The back just has a few examples of the cards and a little description. And then inside, now when you originally get this, it'll come with, she gave me like a little sprig of evergreen and a feather, and I just kind of, I don't know, I put the the guidebook and stuff on the bottom and just pressed it with the book, and it's dried beautifully. So the inside of the box is just green, nothing too crazy or special there, but it is a really nice box. I love boxes like that. This is Claire's business card, and she sent a little thank you note when I purchased this off of her Etsy, which was really nice. I love little touches like that. Always makes my day. And the guidebook that comes with it is a decent guidebook. It has lots of information about each of the cards in it and what their sort of divinatory meanings are, the little message behind them, which is really nice. But it's pretty simple. It also talks about, you'll see in the deck how each card has a little symbol or icon on them and what those mean. So there's 4 of them, and all of the associations with them, which is really cool. When you're sort of learning to work with the deck, because it kind of helps the more intuitive side of the reading, which is nice. So yeah, that's the guidebook. The card backs are pretty phenomenal. They have this marbled looking, stone looking design with some geometric elements and this round stone looking piece in the middle that almost looks like the earth. It's beautiful. The cardstock it's so nice. It is one of the best printed independent decks I have ever purchased. It's Not super glossy, as you can see. It's a rather matte finish, and the cardstock is nice and thick. So let's go for a little bit of a flip through. These are in no particular order. I use this deck pretty regularly, so the order is just whatever it was from the last time I shuffled it. But you'll see each of the cards, it has this gold border around it. Those symbols that were mentioned in the book are at the top. The gold kind of has a little bit of a sheen, which is really nice. And each of the cards has this marbly sort of look to it, which is really cool. So we have air, transient, plants, and being the Earthbound the Illuminated Earth Oracle, you'll notice that there's everything is very Earth-centric, which is great. But there are some sort of more ethereal cards, which is really nice. Gifts, which are a bunch of geodes. Reincarnation. Reflection. Water. I love this Dreams card. It's so beautiful. Combustion. Evolution. Anguish. Epiphany. Harmony. And you can see throughout the deck there is some nods to sacred geometry, which is nice. I really like sacred geometry. Obstacle. Resilience. Grief. Oops, we grabbed two there. Disguise. Which is, it's really actually kind of a cute card, right? You have this figure dressed up as a bear holding a fish. Abundance. Potential. Fire. The moon. Connection. Stillness. Attachment. Underworld. Tempest. Resistance. Influence. Meander. Source. Upheaval. The art style through the entire deck is just, it's so uniform. It's so perfect, it's almost too perfect. Relationship. Structure. Retreat. Wisdom. Earth. Multiverse. Erosion. Mystery. Renewal. Healing. Path. I love this little bit of a nod to Eastern philosophy there. Concealed. Protection. Release. Memory. Support. I love this support card. I think for me, because it talks about the support that we all need when we are struggling emotionally, and it's something that, you know, I I always struggled with sharing my emotions with my family and my friends, and it took a long time for me to open up to the point that I have now, and I know I still have a long way to go. So this card for me, like, it really hits me in the feels. Balance. I love this productivity card. First of all, because it has bees, and bees are amazing, and I love bees. But because of the honeycomb, right? And the honeycomb is it is like the perfect example of sacred geometry and magic in real life, right? Like, these little bees create this perfect structure in order to store this almost perfect food, which they basically puke up. And I don't know, it's a really beautiful thing. Cosmos. Childhood, which is upside down. Phenomenon. Accomplishment. Destruction. Decay. Eruption. Separate. Deluge. Patience. Something I need to work on. Responsibility. Blocked. This actually was my oracle card for the month of December. I'm still working on it, figuring out what exactly the blockage is. But that was my December card. Vulnerability and fertility. So yeah, the concepts in the cards and the meanings, I think, are really, like, universal, and they affect all of us. The artwork is breathtaking. I can't imagine the amount of work that went into the creation of this deck. Her artwork, not only in this deck, but things that she posts on Instagram and things like that, is absolutely stunning. So definitely go check her out. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description below. But let's give it a shuffle, and we'll pull a card, and we will see what the book has to say, and we'll do a little mini reading here for all my YouTube peeps. I am a riffle shuffler, so sorry if that kills you on the inside. So we'll cut the deck. We'll see what comes up here. Earth. Well, that's fitting, right? Since we're looking at the Illuminated Earth Oracle. So the guidebook is it is in alphabetical order. So we'll just flip to the front here. Well, actually, let's look. First of all, let's look at the little symbol. So the symbol is the little circle with a cross through it, which represents origin, wholeness, completion, state of being. So let's go to Earth now. And Earth is one of the 4 physical elements. Earth denotes the qualities of nurturing, grounding, and sustenance. In mythology, she is the primal mother known as Gaia. As roots draw nutrients from the soil, draw strength from her as you attend to worldly pursuits. Remember to give back as you receive. So yeah, the messages are really powerful. This is definitely a deck that I have barely scratched the surface of. Every time I pull a card from this, it boggles my mind, and it really resonates with me. So, you know, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy the deck. It is definitely a deck that I would highly recommend if you enjoy Oracle decks. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. And as always, remember, everybody is fighting a battle that you know nothing about. So be kind, always. Bye, guys.